So, is Mexico safe for tourists? Today, I want to share 20 different destinations in Mexico, let you know about their status, how safe I feel when I'm there, and give you some great tips and tricks for traveling in Mexico. Mexico is a land of stunning beaches, ancient ruins, vibrant cities, and mouth-watering food. But is it safe to visit? That's the question that many of us ask before we ever get here. So in this video, we're covering 20 of Mexico's most popular tourist destinations, breaking down the real safety concerns, and giving you smart tips to stay safe, healthy, and confident while traveling and vacationing south of the border. So let's get into it. Let's be honest, headlines can be scary. Yes, some parts of Mexico do experience high levels of crime, but it's important to separate reality from fear. And millions of tourists visit Mexico every year, especially Americans, and most trips are completely trouble-free. Like any destination, safety depends upon where you go, how you travel, and the choices you make along the way. Fun fact, in 2024, Mexico welcomed over 42 million international visitors. Crazy numbers. So, before your trip, make sure you check the U.S. State Department travel advisories. They update by region in Mexico, so do take that into very, very strong consideration. They'll give you all the updates. Register with STEP. STEP is a smart travel enrollment program where you can enroll to get safety alerts live when you are traveling. And bring copies of your passport and keep one separate from the original. And yes, of course, you have to have the original passport with you. Customs definitely requires that. So, also use official taxis or ride shares like Uber, especially in major cities. So I want to get into some of those major cities with you. And also, no matter where you are, my friends, don't flash wealth. Leave the flashy jewelry at home, the designer bags at home. You're on vacation. You're not there to show off. It's not the time to brag about what little money you saved up and spent on something expensive. So use ATMs only in bank lobbies. And I would recommend that pretty much worldwide. A lot of ATMs are going to charge fees. That is not necessary. The bank ATMs are the safest, the most controlled, the most cameraed. Just be smart. And stick to well-lit tourist areas. If you're in the middle of the night by yourself, you're in danger, no matter where you are in the world. Avoid walking alone at night and learn a few basic phrases. It will really come in handy and you'll feel good about yourself by using those phrases. So let's go over some of these places. Right now you're looking at the backdrop of beautiful Cabo San Lucas, and we'll get to that one momentarily. But in Cancun, Cancun is very tourist heavy, but you want to stay in your hotel zone. Watch for overcharging taxis, and Cancun is typically very safe in tourist areas. Playa del Carmen, trendy. Watch belongings on beaches, though, because sometimes they walk away. So you get too far away from your belongings, just make sure you've left all your valuables in the hotel safe and use those hotel safes. They're very easy, very convenient, big enough for all of your jewelry and whatever that you don't want to walk away when you're there. Look at that beautiful cruise ship out there as well. That is awesome. All right, so we also want to talk about Tulum. With Tulum, it's chic and artsy. Some drug-related violence in surrounding areas, so stay central. Avoid remote jungle parties. Yeah, they might be enticing, but you probably want to stay away from those. So, in Mexico City, it's a huge capital, but use Uber, not the local taxis. You don't want to be taken advantage of. But most neighborhoods, like Polanco, Roma, and Condesa, are very safe for tourists. Puerto Vallarta, laid-back beach town. It's great for the LGBTQ plus destinations and is very walkable, very enjoyable, one of Mexico's safest coastal cities. Guadalajara. It's a cultural hub. Use Uber though, not buses at night. Buses, just like when you're swimming here in Cabo San Lucas, there is no lifeguard on duty. Well, your bus driver is also not a policeman. So stay off the buses, especially at night. Use the Uber. You also want to look at we said Guadalajara. Stay in Zapopan or Chapultepec areas, and in San Miguel de Allende, beautiful colonial town. Lots of U.S. expats living there. It's very safe, very walkable. Also consider vacationing to Oaxaca City. Rich culture and food, and you know I'm a foodie. I love my food everywhere I go. But use caution during protests and demonstrations. If that's going on, stay out of the area. You don't need to be involved in those. And of course, Oaxaca City is safe, especially in Centro. Merida, often called Mexico's safest city. It's extremely safe, friendly locals, low crime, and Isla Mujeres, island paradise off Cancun. Don't miss it. Very safe, ideal for families as well as couples. And Cozumel, that is where the ships stop. But as you see right there, my friends, they have been stopping here in Cabo San Lucas all day, all week. And this is just crazy because last time we were here, we didn't see a cruise ship. So I'm very excited that they have added Cabo on, because there's so many activities here, so much wonderful water sports and enjoyment and things to do and see. And then you want to look at Cozumel, cruise ship stop, dive capital of Mexico. So if you're into diving, Cozumel, I'm sure you've already been there. It's very tourist friendly and safe. Bacalar, known for the Lake of Seven Colors. It's quiet and safe. Avoid nighttime driving to get there though. Teotihuacan. He says it sounds different than that. Popular ruins near Mexico City. Day tours are the safest, but avoid the less touristy areas. And then you have also don't travel alone, my friends. There are parts of Mexico where it's safest not to be alone, especially at night or out of the different tourist zones. If you're on a resort, oh yeah, you can run all over the place like I do, not worrying about too much. And then Mazatlan, it's a port town. Old Town is very charming. And just stay alert in the less touristy areas. Stick to tourist zones. And beautiful Los Cabos. That's where we're at. And you know me, I've done several hotel reviews on many of the different resorts here. The Villa, the Hiltons, and other resorts in Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo. And they're high-end resorts, but generally they're all very, very safe. Just when you're swimming, we're on Medano Beach, and that is the safest beach around here, just off the Via del Arco, because the currents can be very, very strong. Medano Beach is one of the few that are safe, and at Hilton we swim as well. Okay, so let's talk about La Paz. We have La Paz, peaceful Baja town, safe, and it's off the typical tourist path. So if that's what you're into, might want to check that out or watch an upcoming video that I'll be putting out soon. Puebla, Baroque architecture, food capital, safe historic center. Stay alert during political events. You probably don't want to get involved with politics. Just like I say when you travel, don't talk politics, my friends. Querétaro, booming with business and culture, clean and safe, with a growing expat scene as well. And then you have the Yucatan, Valladolid, A charming colonial town, small and extremely safe. So when you're traveling, how do you stay safe in any part of Mexico? Well, remember this rule. Act like a smart local, not a flashy tourist. Don't drink the tap water. Stick to bottled or filtered water, unless you're in like the Via properties, the Hilton Pacifica. They have their own desalination plants, and they are very safe. Don't hail taxis on the street. Use hotel staff or apps. Use Uber. Use apps to get around. Be cautious on public transportation in big cities as well. Believe it or not, their bus system, they've been having a little bit of crime reported there. So, and learn the emergency number in Mexico, just like the United States, it's 911. And carry small bills for markets. Don't go pulling out a big wad of bills at the anywhere you are. Just stay safe. Keep your phone charged and maps downloaded offline. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I've got a lot of videos online and more coming up on how to stay safe when you're traveling. I do also want to tell you some safety tips about food. Eat where the locals eat. If you eat where the locals eat, you're going to be safer, and don't eat when the buffet has been out for hours and hours. Wash your hands often. A lot of bacteria is passed through hands not being washed. Avoid raw food that hasn't been peeled or cooked. Here at the Via properties, I was watching one of the attendants wash grapes. She actually rinsed them for a long period of time, and then she put some kind of spray on them, and then she washed them for a long period of time again. I'm not sure what she was doing, but stay safe. Here in the resort area, they want to keep you real safe, so I have no problem, and I absolutely love the enjoyment here that I get from the pools, the living. They spoil you rotten here. So don't overdo the spice also in Mexico. If your stomach is not used to it, just go easy on yourself. And fun fact, many top restaurants in Mexico now use filtered ice and water. Even street food vendors have been evolving for tourist safety in public areas. So that's a wonderful thing to know. And are there places you should avoid? Well, yes. The U.S. government currently advises reconsidering or avoiding travel to certain Mexican states like Guerrero, Colima, and parts of the, I'm going to say this wrong again, Michoacan and Tamaulipas. Okay, hit that comment button because I deserve whatever you're going to tell me about that. The Tamaulipas, mostly due to cartel activity and limited law enforcement presence. So again, stay away. But here's some good news. Most tourist areas are not in these zones. When in doubt, check the State Department's Mexico Travel Advisory page before booking your trip. And my friends, Mexico is beautiful. Mexico is warm and a very welcoming country, and you deserve to experience it safely and confidently. With smart choices and some preparation, you can enjoy everything from tacos in Oaxaca to sunsets in Tulum, ancient pyramids to world-class diving. If this helped you feel a little bit more ready for your Mexico adventure, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow travelers. Drop your favorite Mexican destination or safety tips in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Wendy again with Where Wendy Travels, and I want to leave you with that beautiful scene of Madano Beach just outside of Villa del Arco. See you real soon, my friends. Thank you.